2006 Chrysler 300. We have a problem with the right low beam light. Left one works fine, but the right does not. Now they both have a full, there's a power side switch, they both have a ground, and they are controlled by TIPM, integrated power module, and now we don't have to worry about input because the left beam works, the right doesn't. And of course you have to worry about the ground, but also high beam works fine, and a high beam uses the same ground, G101 on the right side, and G101 is for a right. So low and high beam are using the same ground. And let's see what I found. Okay, so here's the module. The white and blue wire, that's the left low beam, and this white and brown is for the right side. Now I already checked the ground, the connector looks good, it's fine. This is the dark green and this is the black wire basically. It's the dark green wire, that's the ground, that's okay. But this white and brown wire, it's my control, basically the power, and I got my test light connected to a control side of the circuit, and it's on a good ground. So now my lights are on. You see the driver's side works, but passenger does not. And when I watch this, when I move the connector, it loses volume. I'm going to kind of give it a shot this way. So when I'm stressing this connector, like I'm getting the ground, the power, I'm sorry. So now I need to unplug this connector to see if there's anything in there, but most likely this will be a problem with the module itself, because when I'm stressing the connector, I'm getting the see that? Now I cannot duplicate the problem anymore. There you go. I'm going to take it off and see if I see any pin there damaged. I don't see any obvious damage on the male connectors at the module. They look great, and so I'm going to do a drag down. I'm going to use this pin to check to see if what this female connector feels like, and I have this one. I'm just going to go to non-good one to feel the resistance. This looks good. I'll show. This one's good. It's good. It's good. And the pin for this headlight, it's way too much. Just too loose. It's probably broken internally. But you see that I don't feel any resistance at all compared to that. These two are the same. See how this nicely fits in? This one is completely just loose. Now I have to figure out if I can maybe push this in a little bit to get a better contact, or I have to replace the whole pin. Okay, this is the problem. The top right, let's get a close-up shot. Compared to this one, see how it's a lot bigger gap, and we're not getting a good contact on our pin for the headlight. and it seems like it's broken. So let's see if I can push this bottom pin up, bottom side up a little bit to, for now anyway, until I find the beta to fix this. Okay, well, this is not, definitely this is not perfect, but I was able to lift this pin up a little bit. It's still kind of angled a little bit, but I think until I find a replacement, this will do. I mean, it's actually pretty good. I'll try to, if I can lift it up just this end a little bit more, and I think it will work for a while until I get another pin, another connector to replace it. I turn the lights on. Now I'm pushing on the connector, and they're nice and steady. This should work. I just have to, I think it'll be fine anyway, but I will replace this connector once I find one. Okay, both lights work just fine. No more problems. I like it. Okay, well, this one is fixed. I just want to say that I was this close to call in the integrated power module. That being a very common problem on these Chryslers, and as I was back probing my connector at the module, I didn't see any power, and then I was going to check the power and ground at the module, and then I just happened to kind of, and I did actually disconnect the connector, looked at male connectors with a mirror, they were fine. I'm looking at the female connectors, they looked okay to me. And honestly, I was this close to misdiagnose this car for the simple, connector that was not given a good contact. And it just happened that I wiggled my connector, and I had my test light connected, and all of a sudden it lit up, and said, "How is this possible?" And I just never actually emphasize. This is the first time that I actually using this tool. And I've seen, Scanner Dana using this tool, and I got it off of eBay. This is for cleaning up the gas burners or something. So excellent tool. And so I'm just going to do a drag test just to make sure that I don't. Since first I was thinking maybe it's internal to the module. As I'm stressing the connector, maybe the circuit board is is loose somewhere. And I said, well, before I completely call in module, I'm just going to check my connectors, and sure enough, that was the problem. So, great experience, guys. All right, thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.